I want to thank everybody, and especially that I want to thank the association about that. I'm going to be the keynoter over here. At the same time, I'm not going to take too much long because I know you have a long agenda, even today or tomorrow. And let me start my keynoter, please. I just already sent it yesterday to the team, if they have it.
Yes, sir. In a moment, I will share the.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much, ma'am. Really appreciate it. And I need to welcome everybody and thank you very much that you're listening to me. You have the slide, right? Yeah, precisely. This one. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go to next slide, please. Education leadership. All right. Let me talk very briefly about the title over here because a lot of people they have a kind of confusion about educational leadership platform because educational it's going through how the progressing and how the learning related to the communication between the teacher or the professor to the students, even what kind of the students you're doing, the sender and the receiver related to they have to understand their psychological feelings, okay, and stuff like that, and the emotion and even emotional intelligence before they're going to understand what is educational means. Leadership here means that how you're going through your classroom management and how you manage that, even the way that you're going to manage, the way that you're going to behave with your students. And this related to your platform or related to your atmosphere or the conditions. So let me go to the second slide, please. Okay. If you're going to see this chart, you're going to see even this school means inside we're going to talk about inside the school or inside the university or inside the education progressing what's happening about the atmosphering, okay, and this is effectively related to the negative or positive behavior, okay, and even if you're forcing kind of problem or you're facing couple of problem, even what kind of a problem is how you're going to lead it related to your educational process and how to be educator because you have the circle if you go through about it, all right, how you're going to modify and dealing with people in related to the communication and what kind of the team treatment building you're using with and how you're going to behave it. It depends about atmosphere or it depends about the publicity, depends about the principles inside the school or the university. This is going to be making automatically effective related to how you're doing kind of micro programs or large programs. Depends about the communication is going to be face to face or electronically, like we're doing right now. Related to the resource, you have many resources because when I'm talking right now, you are listening. I'm the sender, you're the receiver. You are seeing what I'm talking about, and you're analyzing what I'm saying. At the same time, you are trying to explain and modifying our educators and exchanging our experience. It depends about that. In the same time, we have the same goals that we need to modify our educators. In the same time, the education process, it depends how we lead it and how we manage it. It depends about our behavior. It's going to be positive because it's very simple to make it positive, but how you're going to make it ethical as a professional, okay? Like people they say very simple, you can you can be a professional, it's very easy to be a professional, but to keep in the long term it's going to be an art, okay. Couple of things it's translated with and doing kind of transaction, it depends about the transformer, it's translated to the data. These data you're analyzing that and you absorbing that and you're collecting that and you're empowering your experience. It depends about how you're doing kind of communication related to how you're going to lead that. It depends about what kind of education items or publicity that you have it. At the same time, this is one day you're going to make a training program or seminar or workshop, okay, to enhance people, to develop people, to put them in the right track, to coach them and put them in the right track, and how to give them kind of empowering this. And this is going to empower you leadership at the same time how you're going to go through the education process. And it depends about how your positivity about your behaviorism. And there's a small technicality here because people be a little bit you being so confused, especially in the leadership education progressing. Okay, what's the difference between positive behavior and attitude? There is a
No,
huge behavior. Yeah, there is a very, very extremely huge difference, by the way. Then you collecting this data and you put it even in a books, standards things, or PDF, PowerPoint, whatever, what kind of electronically that you're doing that. Okay, and you're going through, you're in creating something that's called curriculum or instructions. Second chart, please. Okay, the psychological point of view here is very important because people they are not caring about the psychological factor, especially when they're trying to enhance or they're trying to explain, they're trying to analyze. Because a lot of people they just do it as it is. This is wrong. They have to do kind of focusing about their psychological factor and the same time how they're going to entertain it, because the way that you're going to entertain, you're going to let your students love you very much. If they start to love you, they're going to love the subject. Okay, we have a shortage about this point, not in certain countries around the world, even in states happening the same thing. Okay, this is the reason you're doing if we're going to look for the transformational leadership over here and related to the psychological point, you have to create a modeling. And this modeling should be developed every time. What you did yesterday, not you're not going to do it today, you're going to change it and transform it, make a transformation after tomorrow. The way that you're going to engage is related to the what kind of the social interaction related to the positive behavior and how you're going to make your positive very, very ethically and very professional at the same time. Make it very entertaining at the same time. Okay, trying to use a kind of a very medieval. It depends about the case study you're going to create it like examples, and it depends
excuse
about
me,
the what
Dr.
kind of the
Ewees.
age you're going to throw this engaging.
Excuse me, Dr.
Okay,
Ewees. Can you hear
yes,
me? You have
yes.
2 minutes to finish your presentation. Thank you.
Excuse me.
You have 2 minutes to finish your presentation. Thank
All
you.
right, okay, okay. I'm not going to. Okay, all right. Go to the next chart, please. Okay, I just mentioned about the transformal, about the leadership and stylistic, about the flexibility, about passion and engagement and influence here. Second, last one. The coaching and the monitoring is very important, and the way that you're going to lead, the way that you're going to teach, the way that you're going to instruct, you have to do your coaching and monitoring every time. You have to different using different stylistics, and it depends about the culture and the same time depends about how the atmosphere you're going to do, even schooling or at the university. Okay, and this is going to be the last chart, please. And this is engagement, and this will give you the direction how you're going to do it directly, and at the same time, how you to make it meaningful related to your figure of speech, metaphor, stuff like that. And you're using case studies, very case study related to their minds, understanding their intellectual intelligence so far. Last chart, please. This is one of my keynotes that I just wrote it to related to my company, and I just observed that related to what they taught me in Stanford when I was in bachelor, even my PhD from there, that the way they're going to understand the data, the way they're going to appreciate it, because the speeches or even the debates from the professors or even from the teachers, it depends about that. It's very important because they have to just focusing about the way you're going to doing kind of transaction about this. The last chart. And if you have any questions for me, feel free to talk to me or just email me or even to communicate with me. Thank you very much. We'll appreciate it. I'm really sorry for taking your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mostafa Ewees, for delivering such informative and wonderful session speech. Thank you so much, sir. So,
My appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you very much. And say hello to everybody. Regards to everybody. Thank you. Have a
Yes,
great
sir.
day.